Oh no, this is an interesting issue. Okay, well, hey everyone, this is Chaotic Teal, and welcome to a new series, if I can get it to record properly. Let's see, looks like we're not getting audio or visual on the stream. Which is bizarre. Hmm. Maybe there's some configuration that I wasn't aware of. HDMI just flickered. This is why you test record, I guess. I'm just a little bit out of it this morning, so I didn't. What I don't know is how it's getting to the TV, but not the stream. Oh? Well, that's something. And now it's nothing again. Oh, now it's green. Technology is fun. Okay. I will continue to troubleshoot this for the next few minutes. And if it doesn't work, I guess I'll stream something else for today. Definitely working on the headset. And that appears to be accurately reflected on the TV. I mean, now it's confused because I took off the headset. Okay, first check. Plug Auto, and plug it back in. Oh, that might have done it. Oh. Looks like this might work after all. Just as a bit of a disclaimer for this series, since it is a VR game, I am not going to be able to read the chat. So, be forewarned on that front. If I can get my hair out of my face, I should probably put it up in the future. Okay. So now this seems to be properly working again. Welcome to Moss. I played this game several years ago when I was first... I need to lower myself down a little bit. There we go. I played this game several years ago when we were working on a VR project for our capstone. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're still good. So I didn't have experience playing VR games at that point, and tried out a couple in the school lab just so I had a little bit better understanding of how it felt to play a VR game, what they could do, and this one really stuck out to me. So as I've been poking around with VR a little bit more in the last couple of weeks, I realized that I have this game, and I'd really like to play through it. So I know very little about it, but what I do know is very intriguing to me. So we're gonna go through it together. Thanks for bearing with me through the technical difficulties. Without further ado.
Your time has come at last, dear reader. While we began this tale long ago, we hope it is yours to finish. But this story is not yours alone. No, it is tied to another. And the journey you take together could change the fate of both our worlds. Shall we begin?
I'm gonna do my best to give the narration space, but I did also turn on
The
subtitles.
Cinder Night. What came from those dark, starless skies would change the world of Moss forever. The peace that had settled across the land was broken by an unconquerable nightmare. and that night, the animals nearly met their end. First, they killed the king. A winged creature broke from the shadows and plucked him from his royal bedchamber high atop the tallest tower. Next, the serpent Sarfog and the armies of the Arcane tore up from the underworld. They ravaged the castle in search of that which gave the king power beyond understanding. One of the fabled glass relics.
There we go.
The King's Guard fought bravely, but the castle soon pulsed with the Arcane's evil. Every room was gutted, every statue, tapestry, and adornment hexed. But the glass was never found. Even the reclusive sprites set aside their differences on that fated night. They sent a great champion, empowered by their own glass relic, to challenge the serpent and its steel army. Meanwhile, Sir Argus, commander of the King's Guard, led the survivors west through a temple long abandoned by their ancestors and far away from their newly risen enemies. It was an arduous escape. Finally, after passage beneath the impassable mire, they found refuge in a clearing hidden safely in the trees. Argus charged back to join the Sprite champion at the mire's edge. Together, they fought back the Arcane and sealed the temple passage that led to the clearing. But the champion was gravely injured. Clutching his glass, he retreated deep into the forest where he drew his last breath. A large tree grew upon him. It stood many years in watchful duty, safeguarding the glass and awaiting its next hero.
Guess we're done with the prologue. Or at least with the story bit.
That hero, albeit an unlikely one, did arrive at a time she'd be needed most. Quill was out adventuring beyond the edge of the clearing. Dusk was creeping in, but she wondered what she might find if she went just a little farther. She was not exactly sure what she roused, but she felt no danger from the beings silently peering down at her. Quill had to hurry. The village gates would soon close, and night would follow.
Okay. So now we can kind of see what the actual game here looks like. We have almost a diorama view of the action here as observer and listener of this story. It's just structured so differently from anything else that I had seen or considered in VR before. Give me just a moment because I want to make absolutely sure that the stream is still functioning properly. Looks like it is. Excellent. I know that the camera's going to get a little wonky whenever I take the headset off or adjust it, so I'm going to try to limit that. I've just got an alarm set for about when the stream should be ending. But this is a piece where things start to become very interesting. Because while we can control Quill here with the controller like you would expect, we also have this sort of sphere of influence that allows us to move around different parts of this world. Actually, I want to come down here. I've grasped for a minute. Just because I guess there's a trophy for that. I hadn't been able to see the trophies before, but that might be because I didn't have save data for it. Or the internet was just being weird last night. My motion control might be a little bit wonky, just because of where I have the camera. I set it up with more motion-intensive standing VR games in mind. So it's not perhaps optimal for the kind of game that Moss is. I'll adjust it again if I need to. Yeah, you can get down there. But that appears to be a dead end. And that's part of what I find so cool about this concept. I can just look around at the environment and get slightly different angles on what's going on.
Night, her uncle often warned, was when danger was most present. But Quill preferred the stories of the magical creatures that woke to protect the forest.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to shenaniganize a little bit to properly get to some of the objects here. Oh no. That was not ideal, but at least now I know that that's an option. Here we go. That was shiny. Yes, it does show up in the menu there that we've collected it. So I'll have to keep an eye out for more of those. Here we are. Probably... I guess there's not really anything back there. I guess it looks like there is a road, but it's kind of blocked off right now. Guess we will hope we can get back into the village. That looked... or that sounded sparkly. I don't suppose I can just pull open the gates, can I? Yes. Neat. But first, there's a scroll up there. See if I can figure out how to get to it. Looks like the answer is not by jumping on barrels. Unless it is. No, that solidly seems to be not how I'm supposed to approach that. It's also possible that I'll just have a way to get to that at some other point. Because it kind of looks like I should be able to get up there, but it doesn't seem like I actually can yet. Can break stuff though. A token indicator of a video game protagonist. Maybe I'll get a double jump or something. And that'll help me get up to those areas. Because I want that scroll. Right there. It's nice that I can do this in this game. I cannot, however, talk. Unless it's a button that I don't know. I don't seem to be able to talk. But the environments are just so pretty. And I think it really benefits from the virtual reality in a very unique way. There's not water directly below me right now, but when there has been, you can kind of see the reflection of a mask-like face when I look down. There we go. I might have gotten a trophy for that. Cannot go in house. Yay. They can go in house. They are more special than I am. Can't pass here because there's a fisherman in the way. I guess we'll just keep going. I will say, kind of give the caveat that these might be slightly shorter streams than usual. Simply because not even that the VR itself gives me a headache, but wearing the headset for too long kind of does. No. So, we'll see. I've set an alarm for 12:55. Just since I can't keep as close an eye on the clock as I can when I'm doing something else. There we go. Oh. Oh, I bet I need to stop the wheel so I can walk across there. Sorry, little one. Yeah, it doesn't help that with the camera where it currently is, I'm definitely going to have to adjust it, but I can't quite reach the wheel right now, hence all of the repeated mishaps. Let's just keep a hold of it, and we'll go slow. That sounds like a good idea, right? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna try to avoid... Oh, well, that's sad. Hello, friend. I'm gonna try to avoid readjusting the camera on this stream. Just hoping I'll be able to make do for today, and then I'll make sure to readjust it before next week's stream. Kind of a shame that I need to, because I definitely taped the camera to the top of my TV last week. Yay, bridge.
Thanks to her new friend, Quill had saved priceless grains from the hourglass.
There's not anything particular over here, by the looks of it. perspective issues aside, it just feels really good to
She raced to the
play.
door of the cottage she shared with her uncle, hoping once he saw her discovery, he'd lose himself in tales of its legend.
You're a friend, by the looks of it. And to be fair, or to be clear, this is already farther than I've ever played of this game. As far as I remember. I only meandered around a little bit.
Uncle Argus was watching the evening light dim when Quill burst through the front door of their cottage. Uncle! Uncle, there's something you have to see!
Out past the bell again,
He scolded.
Quill, I've told you countless times.
I know, Quill replied, crestfallen. I didn't mean to worry you, but I found something strange and magical. Quill's hands trembled as she showed him the glass. What is it? She asked. A look of panic spilled over her uncle's stoic exterior.
Where did you find this?
Roared Uncle Argus. Quill had never seen her uncle so shaken.
There we go.
Just west of the clearing, she explained. And as soon as I picked it up, something started helping me. Uncle Argus followed her motion.
A reader. With you, here, right now? Quill, what you found is very powerful and very dangerous,
He said with great concern.
If I could take this burden from you, I would. But this reader has chosen. Even with the moon full and bright, I must go right away.
Quill pressed. Where are you going? I can help. We can help.
No!
He snapped.
They'll find you and tear you apart. I have to go alone. It is for your own safety, and for everyone here in the clearing.
His long, heartfelt hug told her he was heading for danger.
I'll be back before midnight. Until I return, I need your word you will not leave the clearing with that glass. Promise me, Quill.
I promise, she said reluctantly, wondering where her uncle was going so deep into the night.
I like that the squirrel is basically a horse. Noble steed. Ooh. Nice lighting.
Hey, kid! Kid! Wake up! Hey, kid, over here! I know where your uncle went. I can show you. You're twofold now. Very important. Bring that glass and your sidekick, too. We're going to need them. Quill called out. Hey! Starling, wait!
Anything that I can do in the house? There's a scroll up there. I didn't even see that. Not look like I can do anything in particular with the house. Other than get that scroll, which is good.
Quill has never met a starving. In campfire stories, they often meddled in the lives of mortals. And when they appeared, mischief
No going that
followed.
way.
Passage through the eastern gate was strictly forbidden. But despite her promise, Quill knew in her heart that Uncle Argus needed her.
Alright, if this is the eastern gate, it's definitely not the gate we've seen, but from a different angle. Still a scroll there, though.
Quill demanded answers. Starving, you can't just barge in
No.
here with your riddles.
I can't close
Where
the
is
gate.
he? What do you know?
I can cut these sticks, though. That's important.
Trouble your uncle's heading for is the kind only you and that silent giant up there can get him out of.
There we go. Yeah, I'll definitely need to adjust where the camera is for future streams. Cut mushroom? Can't cut mushroom. Can make mushroom wiggle, though. That's purple. Okay, that's just down to where I just was.
This way, kid, urged the starving. And don't forget to tuck your ears in.
Where does this take us? Here, I guess. Neat. Wonder what that trophy's for. Might have to check later. That's a very large, human-sized looking axe. And that's here. That's cool. Can I reach that one? Cool. Okay. Anything of interest around here? Ooh, that's a helmet. Doesn't look like there's anything specific to collect, though. It's been quite a while since I've streamed through a first playthrough of a game. So, ooh, there's a scroll here. Right there. I can't get it, though. Which, you know, makes sense. I think if I'm able to jump around up here, though. Yay. Anyway. Oops. Maybe I can go around up this way? Yeah. Nothing specific down here. That's a lot of...
Just on the other side is the mire, the starling assured her. There's a good chance your uncle's still there.
There's something very unsettling about seeing the scope of a human battlefield from the perspective of a mouse. Or relative to a mouse, at least. I'm definitely getting kind of a Tales of Despero Redwall feeling from the game, though that could just be fantasy setting focused on a mouse. Ooh, those vines are pink. Also, it looks like daybreak.
Did you hear that? The starling seemed anxious. I've ruffled enough leaves in these parts. I can't be seen with you. I'll catch up with you later. Just don't go and die on me.
That's not troubling at all. I imagine those vines are probably painful. Yes. Oof. Okay. I wonder if any of her motions towards the reader are actual sign language. I unfortunately don't know much of any sign language. I'd like to learn, though. Can I grab gate? I can grab mouse. Maybe. Okay, that doesn't appear to do anything right now. Ah, I can grab this. Neat. Okay, can I cut vines? Yes. Okay. It's like I can climb along this ledge here. Okay, I can definitely get up there. And that feels like where I'm supposed to go. But I'm curious about what's over there. If anything. Is there nothing? That's a shame. That looked like a location of a secret. I don't know why else. Can't move this out of my face. I don't know why else you'd be able to get over this far. Unless maybe there's something I can grab all the way over there, but I definitely am not going to be able to reach that right now. Okay, well, I guess we'll keep moving forward then. Anything back there? Nice. Ooh. Is it time for violence? It is time for violence. There's an anger beetle. Ooh. In combat, the jump button changes to a dodge button. I can grab the beetle. It makes the beetle very unhappy. Is that a mechanical beetle? That raises more questions. Oh yeah, it definitely does look mechanical. Interesting. Curious how that's gonna be explained. Okay, come over this way, because I can't grab the beetle when they're over there. I probably shouldn't rely too heavily on that, but it's cool that I can do it. Now, is there anything to find? No, nothing? Okay.
A whisper echoed through the trees.
Fought like someone who has stolen our champion's power.
That may or may not be a good thing.
A small, yet fantastical band of sprites emerged surrounding Quill.
I'm Veda, root seer of the mire, and you have crossed into our domain.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment here just to check on things. You know, enjoy the ceiling of this cathedral. Probably get a sip of tea while I'm thinking about it. That is nice. And you know, VR headset resting on my forehead, not very comfortable, gotta say. Okay. Gonna go ahead and put in the other earbud, just so I'm getting all the positional audio.
She sized up Quill with a rueful gaze, then turned her attention upward.
I sense you there too. I have not felt the presence of such a promising reader in some time.
A youthful warrior marched forward. Rootseer, I'm prepared to honor our great champion's legacy. Rodent, give us our glass. Quill stepped closer. Where is my uncle? If you've hurt him...
Silence!
Veda thundered back.
It was Argus who summoned us here, and now I see why. Young one, I'm afraid the trees hum of attack. Your uncle's been taken to the castle of your ancestors.
Quill's knees buckled as Veda continued.
Argus put himself at great risk calling for us. Your uncle once took a solemn oath to protect the glass of your fallen king. He is the only one left who knows where it's been hidden. The Arcane have long sought to wrest that knowledge from him. And you dare to cross into the mire with our glass? Sarfog will soon burn through this forest looking to tear you and your reader apart. Unless, of course, you find them first. Take these. Weapons made for the mighty champion who died so that your people could live.
Quill felt its otherworldly power course through her.
Find your uncle, Twofold, before the serpent and its masters break him.
The warrior fumed. Our glass with her? Rootseer! She's minuscule!
Come now. The reader has chosen its hero. We must let their story unfold.
Veda replied with a frost of finality, and vanished into the shadows of the mire.
I really like the design of that sword. We have new... Doesn't look like we've got new abilities specifically. Ooh. There's a scroll over there, though. No. Perspective is really difficult on that one. I probably shouldn't walk through that. Ah, that curves. That's fine. wonder whether we're gonna get to go back to town. And thus whether I just totally missed that scroll from earlier. I'm thinking I might have. We might go back through and collect stuff that we missed at the end or something like that. Okay. There we go. Good work, little one. Let's see. I can't grab that, but this definitely wants to be. Okay, I can grab that, fully open it. Oh. He just isn't allowed to go down there. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's spooky. Ooh.
It was Quill's favorite story. How Sir Argus fought beside the Sprite Champion to seal this temple from the arcane, and secured the survival of their kinds. Simply standing in their heroic footsteps felt like a great honor.
I still don't know what the sparklies do. I'm sure we'll learn at some point. Ooh, there's a scroll over there. That's fine. Question is, what's past that way? More temple. I wonder if the sparkly's just health. That would be a rather mundane option, but not an impossible one. Also curious. What the big red button does. Can I... Okay, I can't carry that. I can move this. Ah, okay. There we go. Nice. Ooh, that's... Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. Can I get around this way? Oh, no. No, I can't. Can you cut down these spider webs? No. Okay. It doesn't appear as though the sparklies are health. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I bet what I have to do is go over that way. So, let's try to disorient you, little one. There we go. Looks like more temple down that way. This is just such a cool game. Hopefully, I'm presenting it reasonably well. Okay, that's not the correct way. Sorry about that. Question becomes, what is the right way? Jumping from up there, I would guess. Cut that down. Okay, button opens door, but only while you're standing on it. That wasn't quite how I hoped that would work. Don't suppose... yeah, no. That's as far out as it goes. Oh, that was my mouse. Go in any further? Might have just lightly punched the microphone a little bit. Okay, that appears to be as in as it will go. Oh. That would be the way. There are a couple of doors up there, but it doesn't look like I can get to them. Oh, that's a beetle. There are scrolls down there too? whatever that is, I can't get to it. My guess is... Cool. Okay, this... Okay, they both need to be active at the same time. Interesting. So they act as a sort of elevator. Only stays active for as long as I have something on both buttons. So can I do everything from here? Ooh, there's a button. Or a switch, rather. A lever. Nice. I wonder whether the soundtrack to this game's been released. Okay. You. Come with me. Stay right there. I can't get through that way. And that doesn't go up any further. Might have to stand up to see everything. Ooh, that's pointy. Ooh. Gotta be faster on that. I was not faster on that. Okay. Here. Step over here. There you go. I may have to pull a bug off of the button once I get up there. Okay, that was a little early. No, stay on the button, would you? Yeah, I'll either need to adjust the camera or just how I'm set up to play next time. Okay, I'm gonna try standing up. Is that allowed? Is this a legal option? See, the camera can track me just fine up here. How am I gonna get that? Ah, there's a gap up there. Huzzah. That works. Okay, now I need not to get spiked. That would be bad. This is so cool. Ooh. But door is closed. How do I unclose door? Okay. I can unclose door by pulling one of the bugs off the button. Ah. You're up here now. This is still cool. I mean, especially early on, I was definitely a VR skeptic. And I still think there's a lot of unexplored potential. I remain unconvinced that everything we do in VR fully justifies VR. And, I mean, you don't have to justify it all the time. Sometimes it can just be cool. But this feels like something that couldn't be done nearly as well without VR. And the fact that I can actually move around and see this environment from different angles. I can use that to explore it more thoroughly. It's just so fascinating. And I know I use the word fascinating a lot when I'm describing games. That doesn't appear to help me. Wait, can I? Oh. Oh, I am not a responsible user of this ability. Let's take a quick seat so I'm a little bit closer to ground level here. Okay, so that's just a corner. Step out here, and what's this, for one thing? This looks important. Hello. Don't worry, I'm just looking around. Ah! Okay. So here's what I think we're gonna do. Spin that around. Bring Quill over here. Then I'm gonna lead the bug cooperate. The bug seems less than interested in cooperating. Let's move off that button for the moment. I've got a little bug in a box. And that's funny. Okay, little buddy. Over here. Come in. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Okay. Hello. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna stand up again. Because this is just easier for me to manage with where the camera is now. That's sparkly. I can't reach it. But I'm curious about it. Okay, it's sitting down again. That's important. Let's not go there quite yet. Can I grab the torches? Ooh. Is that... That's probably important. Okay. Does that give her a health upgrade? Probably. Is that a checkpoint? Is it a warp point? This warrants investigation. Oh, this place is pretty. Oh, I like this.
Quill hoped this was a shortcut to the castle. What she found was a strange and vibrant place shrouded in perpetual twilight. But something about it was oddly familiar.
I don't know. Oh. Okay. This probably isn't the present. So this is where we first met. Let's go ahead and get these up. Try to avoid just...
Infested.
A grumble echoed from the cave.
And why would I do that?
It croaked loudly, annoyed at either nothing or something.
You in there!
Declared Quill boldly.
Where are we?
I'm looking for the fastest way to the castle.
Hello, frog. You are large. You are very large. As a heck of a frog.
Quill recognized the toad as Veda's steed from the mire. Seemingly oblivious to Quill, he continued.
Fine. I'll open the route. Give them your fancy test. But you're only digging yourself a deeper grave with roots Seer Veda.
Is this an optional bonus challenge area then? I'm intrigued. Let's stand up again. I want a better view of this. Surely there's something over there, right? 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 It has come to my attention that there may not be anything over there. At least not right now. That's gotta exist for a reason, though. Right? This is such a cool area.
If Veda knew I led you here, she'd burn my roots from existence.
A voice rose from the soil, gently shaking the branches.
But I need to know you can handle the perils of the castle.
This seems bonus flavored. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm hoping that I didn't miss out on exploration around the temple. Oh, that was... Ah, there we go. Who can I... Anyway. This is big. I can probably grab these, right? No? That surprises me a little. Maybe I'll be able to grab them later. Interesting. I don't see anything around that I could use to hold that button down. So there will probably be something later. I mean, this definitely reads like a hub room that we'll be coming back to. Out of curiosity, what time is it? 12:33. I think we might pause here for now. Oh. I guess we only have the one. Okay. Anyway, I think we might... That's kind of cool. I can pause and just look around at what the state of things is. But yeah, I think we're gonna stop here for today. Just because I'm getting hungry, mostly. But I'm... Well, that and as the puzzle get more involved, it becomes harder and harder for me to readily take care of them with where the camera is now. So I'm really enjoying this now that I've got it all set up and working. And I'm sure I'll enjoy it more once I get it even more working. So, yeah, we'll definitely get back to this very soon. Next Tuesday, soon. For now, next stream will be on Saturday, continuing the Pokemon playthrough. We'll be continuing with Moss next Tuesday, like I said. And that about sums it up. So, thank you very much for watching. I know this was a little bit of an odd one, and I know I had some technical difficulties there at the start. But thank you for sticking with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.